Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to today's video in which we are going to be talking about some of the sexiest date night fragrances for women. If you want to find out more, definitely keep on watching. First up on today's list, we have Peach's Revenge by Sarah Baker, and this is one of the most delicious peach perfumes. It's super sexy, it's so addictive and captivating. This is a mouth-watering, delicious peach scent, which feels very tropical, it feels very fresh, but it also feels very sweet, warm, inviting, and so captivating. The fragrance opens up with a blast of peach. We have plenty of nectarine and guava as well, and the guava in the opening is very prominent. It adds a little bit of a tropical touch to the scent. It also adds a little bit of a tartness and freshness as well. We have some amaretto in here, adding a little bit of an almondy, boozy touch to the perfume. We have cinnamon, adding a sprinkle of soft spiciness. We have a lot of vanilla. This is just sweet, it's warm, it's rich, it's a little bit spicy, but it's so fresh, fruity, juicy, sweet, and peachy at the same time. This is a mouth-watering, delicious scent. As I said, a gourmand peach fruity scent that will have you smelling so sexy and so irresistible. This is the perfect sexy peach date night scent. Next up we have Orchid K by Eva K, and this is a grown-up sexy marshmallow fragrance. This is the perfect sexy date night scent in my opinion. It's very deep, rich, luxurious, elegant, sophisticated. This is a very woody perfume. The woodiness in here is very deep, a little bit dark. It adds a little bit of a mysterious touch to the scent. This is very woody, so if you're not a fan of woody perfumes, you might not enjoy this one, but if you love a woody fragrance and you're looking for something with a little bit of sweetness, you have to try this one because it's woody but it's also sweet, but the sweetness is delicate, it's not overpowering. We also have plenty of vanilla and of course the marshmallows. The marshmallows are fluffy, delicate, a little bit powdery and sweet. But as I said, this is a fragrance which is not overly sweet. It's very woody, deep, and sexy. The sweetness is very soft, smooth, elegant, delicate. It's just such an addictive perfume. The marshmallows are beautifully blended together with the woodiness, and the vanilla adds another layer of smooth, delicate sweetness in here. Woody, sweet, intoxicating, sexy, addictive, and just so beautiful. This is a masterpiece of a fragrance, a woody marshmallowy perfection. Moving on, we have Annie by Nishane, and this one is a no surprise. This is one of the sexiest vanilla perfumes ever. This is rich, it's sensual, it's warm, it's spicy, it's sweet, it's citrusy and zesty and bright. We have plenty of bergamot with ginger in the opening. We have a lot of pink pepper. The fragrance feels a little bit green as well. It's very spicy. At first, when you spray Annie, you get a blast of spiciness. It's very peppery, it's almost a little bit harsh, very strong, very rich and intense at first, but the fragrance develops on your skin and it becomes softer, it becomes smoother, it becomes sweeter. The spiciness becomes a lot softer as the fragrance dries down. It's just a beautifully blended spicy vanilla perfume with the warmth, with sweetness, with a little bit of woodiness as well, with a citrusy touch. It's so incredible. A sexy beast mode fragrance, one that will have you smelling absolutely irresistible. This is a compliment magnet, but this is a fragrance which is not for everyone. This is a perfume that you absolutely need to try before you buy, because as I said, that initial spray, when you spray her at first, you really get a lot of green, harsh spiciness, a lot of pink pepper, a lot of green notes. It feels a little bit too much, a little bit overpowering at first, but you need to let it sit on your skin and work its magic to create the most irresistible, spicy, woody, rich vanilla perfume. Next up, we have another vanilla fragrance, and this one is Vanille de Tahiti by Perris. This is a very luxurious, very rich, unique, sophisticated, elegant vanilla perfume. It's floral, it's sweet, it's a little bit powdery, it feels tropical. The fragrance opens up with a blast of ylang and champaca, so it's very yellow, floral heavy. The florals feel sweet, creamy, but they also have a little bit of a fruity undertone when you first spray it. The vanilla in here is so elegant, it's so smooth, it's so luxurious, it's deep, it's rich, it's not an overly sweet, sugary type of a vanilla. It smells natural, it smells like a realistic vanilla. The sweetness is so beautiful. It doesn't get too much, but it still smells like vanilla, and it just smells very elegant and so sophisticated. In the dry down we have sandalwood and amber, so it's a little bit woody, it's creamy, it's smooth, it's so inviting, it's so rich, it's so sensual and so sexy. This is a masterpiece of a vanilla perfume. It might smell a little bit animalic at first when you spray it, almost a little bit earthy and deep, but that phase fades away quickly and you have the most beautiful, creamy, sweet vanilla perfume with a soft woodiness, and it's not overly sweet as I mentioned. It has the most beautiful, elegant, delicate sweetness about it. The yellow florals are absolutely beautiful in this one. It's just such a beautiful tropical vanilla perfume with an addictive, soft, smooth woodiness in the dry down. Next up we have Red by Sora Dora, and this is another super sexy perfume, perfect for a date night. This one is completely unisex. It smells absolutely heavenly. It's just a beautiful coconutty perfume that opens up with a lot of cardamom as well. We have a lot of citruses in the opening. It feels very bright and fresh at first, very citrusy. There is a beautiful clementine note in here, which is sweet and juicy. We have bergamot as well, adding some brightness. Then we have a little bit of fig, plenty of hazelnut and some nutmeg. In the dry down we have a little bit of caramel, adding some soft, delicate sweetness with plenty of sandalwood. The fragrance feels creamy, it feels rich, it feels a little bit dark, mysterious, very sexy, alluring, inviting. The coconut with the citruses, with the cardamom, it's so captivating. This is a super sexy perfume to me. It smells a little bit gourmand as well, especially at first when you spray it. It kind of smells like coconutty, citrusy cookies, very delicious. But this one is not an overly sweet perfume. It's very well balanced out. It's woody, it's creamy, it's soft, yet it's a little bit spicy, very rich and inviting. It just smells absolutely heavenly. This is super sexy, it's super addictive, and with this one you would smell absolutely incredible. The perfect sexy coconut date night perfume. Next up we have Frammenti by Bois 1920, and this is a beautiful rose perfume. If you have been watching my channel for a while, you know I absolutely love this one. This is a very sexy, luxurious, rich smelling rose perfume. It's elegant, it's alluring. The rose in here is very similar to the rose that we have in Delina. It feels very feminine, very sexy, very elegant. This one is very warm, very rich, very sweet and sensual. We have a lot of amber and benzoin, and we have plenty of caramel and vanilla, and it smells absolutely delicious. It's very rich, it's very sweet, it feels a little bit powdery, yet it also feels a little bit creamy and so warm and inviting. This just smells super sexy to me. Caramel, vanilla, rose and blackcurrant. You are going to be smelling absolutely irresistible with this one. This is the perfect sexy rose date night scent. Moving on, we have Flamenco by Ramon Monegal, and this one is a super sexy, seductive and addictive fruity perfume which opens up with a blast of raspberry and apple, so it feels very juicy, it feels very fresh, very fruity. It's so addictive. We have a beautiful rose note in here as well, and in the dry down we have a lot of woodiness with some green touches. We have cypress, so the fragrance feels woody and aromatic and deep. It feels fresh and vibrant and so juicy and fruity, a little bit sweet as well. It's floral, it's very elegant, sophisticated, it's very sexy, alluring, it feels deep, so luxurious. This is a super sexy smelling fruity perfume, a beautiful rose and raspberry scent with an addictive deep woodiness in the dry down that makes the fragrance so irresistible. If you're looking for a unique fruity perfume that smells very sexy, you absolutely need to try Flamenco. It feels a little bit green and aromatic, as they said. It's very deep and woody, but it's fresh, bright and fruity at the same time. It's a beautifully blended, unique, sexy, sophisticated fruity rose scent. Next up we have 1812 by Ormaie, and this one is a very beautiful, very elegant fragrance. It smells very sweet, it's very fruity, it's floral, it's powdery. The fragrance opens up very bright, very fruity with plenty of lychee, some mandarin orange, bergamot. We have cherry in here as well. It's very sweet, very juicy, very fruity, but it's very rosy as well. The rose in here is absolutely incredible. We have a little bit of violet, adding some extra sweetness and soft powderiness. We have a beautiful almond note in here as well. It feels powdery, yet it feels very soft and creamy at the same time. This is a very sweet perfume. The fruitiness together is creating a very juicy sweetness. The cherry, the lychee, the mandarin orange is very prominent as well. A very sweet citrusy opening. It's so sweet, it's so juicy, it's so fruity, yet it's floral, it's elegant, it's powdery, it's super feminine. This one is a super sexy rose perfume with an irresistible fruitiness and soft woodiness. Coming up, we have Alexandria II by Xerjoff, and this is just one of the most incredible oud perfumes. This is so smooth, it's so softly blended, it's not harsh, it's not animalic, it's nothing like this. The oud in here is incredibly well blended with the rest of the notes. This is a very woody, powdery, soft perfume, which is a beast mode of a fragrance. It feels soft, as if it's just very softly, smoothly blended. Like there are no harsh edges around this fragrance. It just smells like pure elegance, and it's sophisticated, it's super elegant, it's super sexy, it's so well done. It's, as I said, woody, it's powdery, it's warm, it's a little bit spicy, it's aromatic as well. We have plenty of lavender in here, but the lavender is very soft and smooth as well. The woodiness is enveloping the lavender so beautifully. We have some cinnamon, adding some warm spiciness. We have sandalwood, we have oud, we have amber, vanilla and musk. It feels sweet, it feels warm, it feels inviting. This is a rich smelling perfume. It smells super luxurious, it smells so elegant, but it's so addictive, inviting, alluring, so sexy and seductive. One of the most beautiful woody perfumes in my perfume collection. And last but not least, we have Oud Satin Mood by MFK. This is one of the sexiest perfumes that I have in my perfume collection. This is a rose fragrance with oud and vanilla, a little bit of violet as well. This is so sexy, it's so rich, it's so strong, it's intoxicating. This is a beast mode of a fragrance. This is a powerhouse of a scent. 2 or 3 sprays of this one and you are good to go. Everyone will be able to smell you. This is a perfume that projects, it lasts, it lingers in the air for hours and hours. It's an attention grabbing fragrance that will have you smelling incredible every time. People will be wondering, how do you smell so sexy when you wear this perfume? It's a bold fragrance, very strong and intense, not for everyone. It's very intense at first. You get a lot of that oud in the opening with the rose, so it feels a little bit strong, it's a little bit overpowering, but then as it dries down on your skin, the oud becomes softer, the rose becomes delicate, the vanilla is adding a little bit of more sweetness. It feels softer, it feels powdery, yet it feels very alluring, inviting, addictive and so sexy. One of the most seductive rose perfumes in my collection. This was all for today, guys. Please let me know down in the comments what are your sexiest perfumes in your perfume collection. What are your go-to date night fragrances? I would love to know this. If you stayed up until the end of today's video, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, definitely consider subscribing to the channel, and I really hope to see you next time.